Thursday, before the students got out at 12:45, 7th through 12th grades went up to the gym for map rewards. To get a map reward, you had to have proficient or advanced on map tests or into course tests last year. Mrs. Grissom read off all the names who got rewards. After all the rewards were handed out, they took a group picture. On Saturday morning, the Bashir Tiger Marching Band took a bus down to Columbia for the Mizzou Homecoming Parade. 28 members, including the color guard, were in the parade. There were 15 other bands in the parade, including Bashir. The Bashir Drumline got Best Drumline. For the second year in a row, Chloe Sykes got Best Drum Major at the parade. Also, the whole Bashir Marching Band got second place in the parade. Monday was the start of Red Ribbon Week, and the National Guard was at the school for the day. They brought an inflatable obstacle course and talked about some ways to have fun and that you don't need to go out and do drugs to have a good time. Every class from kindergarten to 12th grade went to the gym for a half an hour to go through the course. The classes were split up into teams to race each other for fun. After they raced each other a few times, they could do individual races to see who could win. Red Ribbon Week is a normal event at the school every year to talk about drug awareness.
On Monday night, the FBLA met for their annual fall meeting. The theme this year was a murder mystery. People dressed up like famous actors that they were selling. After the meeting, everyone enjoyed some pizza and drinks.
The LaPlata Bulldogs visited the Bashir Tigers Tuesday night for a pair of Tri-County Conference basketball games. The LaPlata girls scored the first 4 points of the game, but the teams traded leads after that for the rest of the first half, with LaPlata leading 12-11 at halftime. The second half began with a Bashir basket, and the lead changed hands until Bashir took a 14-17 lead midway through the third quarter. LaPlata answered with an 8-point run and held on to the lead throughout the fourth quarter to pick up a 26-23 win. For Bashir, Ashley Moncrief and Allison Thompson scored 7, Skylar Hausman scored 4, Alexa Acton scored 3, and Abigail Kirby scored 2.
In the boys' game, LaPlata used an aggressive defense to reel off 27-0 first quarter run and lead 29-6 at the end of the quarter. The Bulldogs led 36-9 at halftime, with LaPlata winning 58-14. Jacob Rees scored 11, and Gus Malvich scored 3.
The Bashir Tigers visited the Green City Gophers Friday night for a Tri-County Conference basketball game. Green City taking a 6-2 lead after the first quarter and led 13-6 at halftime. Bashir continued to struggle offensively in the second half. Green City pulled away for a 24-9 win. For Bashir, Rachel Heimer scoring 4, Skylar Hausman and Allison Garrett 2 each, and Allison Thompson 1 point. The Bashir boys got off to a quick start and led 9-5 after the first quarter, but Green City came storming back in the second quarter to take a 27-15 lead into the halftime. Green City continued their run in the second half and pulled away for a 43-25 win. For Bashir, Jacob Reeves scoring 7, Luke Morrow 5, Patrick Johnson 3, Chance Hill 3, Gabe Thomas 3, Brody Hendricks 2, Tristan Smith 2.
The Revere Wildcats visited the Bashir Tigers Tuesday night for a pair of Tri-County Conference basketball games. In the first quarter of the girls' game, neither team could find the range, and Revere ended up leading 3 free throws to 1 free throw. Things turned around in the second quarter as both teams found the range and traded baskets, with the game being tied 11-11 at halftime. It was a close game in the second half, with neither team able to gain more than a 2-point advantage until Bashir sank a pair of free throws to take a 3-point lead a minute into the fourth quarter. Bashir expanded the lead to 7 points before Revere made a run in the last 2 minutes. Revere closed the gap to a 3-point before Bashir answered and held on for a 29-22 win. Nikki Moncrief and Allison Thompson each scored 8 for Brashear. Ashley Moncrief had 7, and Alexa Acton scored 6 points. In the boys' game, Revere scored 8 points in the first minute on their way to a 22-0 lead after first quarter. Brashear finally got on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but Revere extended their lead to a 32-6 at halftime. Revere continued to pressure during the third quarter, pushing their lead to a 51-8 on the way to a 51-12 win. Luke Morrow scored 5 points for Brashear, Marcus Jefferson added 4, Sam Smith had 2, and Brody Hendricks scored 1 point.
The Mary Immaculate 7th and 8th grade girls basketball team came to Brashear Wednesday night. The visiting Lady Hawks had the hot hand in the first half to put Mary Immaculate up 24-6 at halftime. Brashear had the better second half, outscoring their opponent 14-8, but still left them short, and Mary Immaculate came to a 32-20 win. For Brashear, Allison Thompson had 8 points, Abigail Kirby and Audrey DeBee had 4, and Allie Garrett and Rachel Heimer had 2 points.